How's it going, guys? It's Nutshell here, and today we have a brand new video on Tarkov's PVE mode where we're going to be testing out a weapon that I think a lot of people underestimate within the game. It's the MP153 with flechette ammo. And what's great about this setup is that you can use it for setup, and it is a very, very effective way of taking out both scavs, PMCs, and even the bosses at the same time, including Tagilla when you do use the MP153. So this is a specific build of the MP153 where we are using a additional kind of modifications to the gun itself. So I will just show you exactly what we've done to it. Not very much, to be honest with you, and although, you know, we've picked a target ring, which isn't the best scope, and you can certainly use much better ones, it works just as we want it to be honest. And yeah, most of the time we're going close quarters engagement, running it on factory, or running it in, you know, dorms, that sort of area, rather than in longer range engagements where the target ring becomes very, very ineffective. So if you are planning on using it from longer ranges, then making sure to not use the target ring in a different site is something you can do. But either way, we have the MP153 with the 8-round magazine. This is one of the most crucial things because the 8-shell magazine is going to give you the option to essentially mag dump bosses and also some of the PMCs that may have level 6, level 5 plates, that sort of thing. Which can be a bit annoying. Now, in terms of lasers, I would usually use the X400U. That gives the tactical laser and also with the flashlight at the same time, so you can use both, and it works really, really well. And then we've just got a 12 gauge choke at the end of it. And that is pretty much it. The 750mm long barrel is what we're using on it with just a plastic stock. I mean, you can use whatever you want if you really wanted to and put on a different kind of grip or whatever you fancy really with this one. But for me, I'm not really too fussed. In terms of maxing out the weapon, maybe going with something like this is going to be better. But for cheapness and something as just to run in and make very easily without spending a ton of money or time, yeah, the actual setup that we are going with is, of course, this one right here. So with that being said, very cheap loadout. We're running on factory today to showcase what this thing can do. Can't guarantee that the raids are going to be insanely good. We'll just have to see, but the actual shotgun itself works really, really well. So let's jump in to see what we can do on factory. Okay, so sounds like there's PMCs in this raid, which is good news. I think they may even be pushing round over here. There we go, that's one. And that's another one. We'll just heal up our bleed real quick. So you can run whilst reloading with the MP, so if you ever find that you do run out of ammunition, you can run with it, so it works kind of well like that. That is not what I wanted to do. Right. There we go. Now each flechette, I believe, fires off 10 little, or one shell fires off 10 little rounds, which each can do like 20 damage per. And of course you got 8 rounds of that, so if you go for the legs, you can take people out quite easily. It works on PvP as well, so it's kind of one of the things that is so good about using flechette. Okay, so I believe they are below. I think. So that's Tagilla. He was bugged, but you could see you can just mag dump into the chest and he usually is gone very, very quickly. So yeah, I mean, bugged Tagilla, but I'm gonna take it, and you can kind of see exactly what the rounds can do anyway, so they can go through those level 6s. Just unsure as to where the PMC is. We need a backpack. I'll go grab this, guys. Cool. I think there could be one down here. Okay, wrong door. And there we go. We can open up the factory emergency exit to get out. I was just hoping that the PMC would push over, but we can just leave now. We managed to take out Tagilla, which was a nice little addition. Obviously, he's got a load of rounds that are very nice, so you can just farm Tagilla using this shotgun. It works really well. And within maybe about a second of you starting firing, you can fully mag dump the entire magazine. And as long as you're going for kind of neck region on Tagilla, it really isn't too bad. Most of the time you can finish them off quite easily. There's not a whole lot to worry about. And as long as you do that, you'll be perfect with this shotgun. I thought I'd showcase it today because it kind of gives you the idea as to what you can do with the shotgun, as well as why it's just a very good one to have in your arsenal for if you do want to complete some of the boss challenges, if you do want to be able to have a bit of a more varied experience within the PvE mode. I think the shotgun is definitely there for that, and I've used it a lot over the course of the PvE, and it's every single time been very enjoyable to use. And so far we've just been stacking up so many Tagilla helmets that is actually kind of getting a bit too much. So we may have to do a bit of turning it in or doing something with it to make it a little less bad. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like it, and of course subscribe if you want to see more from me. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video coming soon. Goodbye.